Tears welled up in Sarah's eyes as she thanked Leah profusely. Thank you so much, Leah. I've already run to 2 other stores, and they're all sold out. Lila had a little cough last night, and I'm scared she's catching a cold. I wanted to make some salt water to wipe her down with. Leah stroked Lila's head. The little girl was wrapped in a thick down jacket, her cheeks flushed, hiding timidly in Sarah's arms. If the little one's not feeling well, stay in the store with her for a while. The wind's too fierce outside. As she spoke, Leah poured Sarah a cup of hot cocoa. I'll find some cold medicine for you too, just in case. Just then, the warning blared over the radio again, even more urgent than before. The vortex has reached the North Dakota border. Temperatures have dropped to -30°C, and power outages have been reported in some areas. Please prepare for emergencies. Double quotes before the words died away. The lights in the convenience store suddenly went out. The beep of the cash register cut off abruptly. The freezers and air conditioners stopped running, and the entire store was plunged into pitch blackness. Lila burst into tears at the sudden darkness, and Sarah hugged her tightly, murmuring soft comforts. Leah forced herself to stay calm, fumbling under the counter for a flashlight. She clicked it on, and a faint green light flickered to life, barely outlining the shelves and the figures of the people inside. Everyone, don't panic. Her steady voice soothed the anxious crowd. I have flashlights, candles, and kerosene heaters here. Stay in the store for shelter, and we'll leave when the storm calms down a little. As she spoke, she lit a few candles and placed them by the shelves and counter. The warm yellow candlelight chased away a little of the darkness and chill. A commotion broke out in the crowd, and a tall, weathered man in a truck driver's uniform pushed his way through, carrying a tattered backpack. Miss, is there any cell service here? My truck's stuck at the interstate entrance. My phone has no signal at all. I can't reach the company, and I can't reach my family. The man was Jack Cole, 35 years old, who had been driving long-haul trucks for 10 years. He had been delivering goods from Montana to Minnesota and never expected to be stranded by the storm halfway. Leah shook her head, holding up her own phone. The screen reading no service. The storm took out the cell towers. There's no signal anywhere in town. Rest in the store for a while. It's far too dangerous outside. Your truck should be fine for now. No one in their right mind would venture out in this weather, and no cars will be passing by. Jack sighed, found a seat near the candles, and pulled a piece of bread from his backpack to eat. Ugh, I thought I'd cross North Dakota before the storm hit, but I still got stuck. My wife's due to give birth soon, and I wanted to get back to her as soon as possible. Everyone's eyes turned to Jack, filled with sympathy. Sarah comforted him softly. It'll be okay. The storm will pass, and you'll make it back before the baby's born. Jack nodded, saying no more, just staring out at the wind and snow with an anxious look in his eyes. As Leah looked at the people in front of her, a thought suddenly crossed her mind. No one knew how long the storm would last, and it was freezing and dangerous outside. It would be better for everyone to stay in the convenience store and look out for each other. She was about to speak when the glass door was thrown open with a bang. Wind and snow rushed into the store like a mad thing, accompanied by a woman's urgent cries for help. Is anyone here? Please, save my baby. Everyone turned toward the voice and saw a young woman covered in snow, her hair and clothes stiff with cold, clutching a swaddled baby tightly to her chest. Her face was as pale as the snow outside, her lips blue with cold, and her legs buckled, nearly sending her crashing to the floor. Jack reacted quickly, rushing forward to support her. Don't panic. Sit down first and drink some hot water. Leah hurried to hand her a cup of hot coffee. The woman took it, her hands shaking so violently she almost spilled it. She took a sip, and only then did she manage to catch her breath. Tears mixed with the snow on her face and slid down her cheeks. Freezing in place. Double quotes, please. My baby has a high fever, a really bad one. I can't find a doctor, and I can't reach anyone. Double quotes. The woman was Maisie White, 27 years old. a nurse who had just moved to town with her husband Thomas 3 days before. Thomas was a delivery driver who had left early the previous morning to make a delivery to a neighboring state, promising to be back by noon. He had been caught in the storm and stranded halfway. Maisie had noticed something was wrong with the baby that morning. Its fever had spiked higher and higher. She had tried to drive to the town's clinic, but her car had gotten stuck in the snow the moment she left the house. She had no choice but to carry the baby and trudge toward the convenience store, stepping deep into the snow with every footfall. The short few hundred meters had taken her nearly half an hour, and she had almost been blown over by the wind several times. Leah's heart ached, and she carefully took the swaddled baby from Maisie's arms. The infant was only a few months old, its little face burning hot, its breath shallow, its lips chapped and dry, and its cries no louder than a whisper. The baby has a very high fever, at least 39 degrees Celsius, Leah said in a heavy tone. Though she was not a doctor, she had learned basic first aid from her father while growing up. Maisie, don't worry. I have fever reducers and a heating blanket here. We'll give the baby a cool sponge bath first, then give it some medicine. Maisie nodded hastily, tears streaming down her face. Thank you so much. I tried to call the clinic, but the line was dead, and the town doctor lives on the west and I could never get there. I can't reach Thomas either. I didn't know what to do. Sarah walked over holding Lila, patting Maisie's shoulder gently. Don't be scared. We're all here to help you. Lila had fevers a lot when she was little. I know how to do a cool sponge bath. Let me help you.